Welcome to my chat. I want to be able to. Okay. Hold on.
Hey?
No, I'm just standing my finger
Oh, I
up
thought
on
you
my
said your
live.
name, sorry.
No. Oh, I'm doing live again because I need to break the news. I've got to tell everybody about the Facebook tagging thing, haven't I?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get people in. Because we don't want anybody sort of having a shocker
having any visitors
and getting police
Yeah, exactly.
for tagging
They
somebody.
need to be aware.
So I've got to. Oh, hi, David. We've got David. Say hi to David.
Hi, David.
He's from Scotland. David's from.
Nice.
What are you doing today, David? Apart from talking to me. Let's see what he's doing. How do I? How do I talk to David? Right. Oh yeah, that's it. I think. All tax. Oh, I don't know. Why am I not doing it right? Okay. I can't talk to you, David, so you'll have to.
Oh.
Hello from. So how are you, David? Are you not at work today? What have you been up to? It's absolutely pissing it down here. What's it like at yours? So I suppose you've all tuned in to find out why I had the bloody police here on Sunday. Was it Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm just randomly minding my own business. In fact, okay, we'll rewind a bit. So I joined a few groups on Facebook, and I don't know if any of you watched the my Eckinson video that I put up about. God, that was one of my first videos, I think. And I sort of told told the story of sort of where we were from and what my neighbours were like. And I thought, well, it's only fair, I'm a fair person. It's only fair that these people get to watch it and share the experience that we all have. So I joined a group on Facebook and I kind of tagged them in it. Oh, not much being rushed into hospital. Right, we'll come back to you, David. Let me just finish with this. So I tagged them into it, but I don't know. I wasn't sure if I did tag them or I didn't tag them. I'm not right goodwill like that. And apparently they're feeling all harassed and that, and I don't get why. So police come and knocked on my door on Sunday and said that they're here to speak to me about harassment of my some old next door neighbours. They're feeling a bit vulnerable. And I called them a drug dealer. I just can't get my fucking head round it. Some right weirdos. Right, David. You've been in hospital to see the consultant about my COPD. Said if it gets worse, could go for a lung transplant. Well, you are bloody lucky. Where are you from, Scotland? What's it like in Scotland, their policy then? How old are you, David? Let's see how long the waiting list is for you. Did they say? This is my best friend, this Google.
Is that your right arm?
Oh, I've started a new job as well. That's what's been happening over the weekend. So we've had the police for tagging, and not tagging like what you draw on walls and what we see in abandoned bloody car parks. No, tagging on Facebook. So I don't want you all to get into trouble and get unbelievable, isn't it? Right, so I might move to Scotland then if you get lung transplants. Right, so Scotland. So is there quite a lot of lung donors then in Scotland? Because I know it's not, obviously they don't get many organs on lungs, do they? There's a new pill that's out there, and he's giving me, says it's 100% for opening airways. Oh, that's good. What's that called? I'm going to look at that. New. Need my spectacles on, David. Let's pop them on. Right, so what shall we put? New. Wonder. This has got to be like a wonder drug, hasn't it? Wonder drug. For COPD.
I can't find it.
Right, let's see. It is. Let's have a look.
Oh my God.
Well, with the sound of it, let's have a look.
Slipper.
I think it's kind of saying that it is in the phase 3 of clinical trials. Let's have a look. What do we think about clinical trials then? Do you think we should sort of sign ourselves up? Or do you think it's a bit of a, you take it 3 times in 1 week? Okay, well this one, I don't know if it's the same one you're talking about. It's spelt DUPIXENT. Is that right, David? Have I spelled, is that the same one that your doctor's talking about? So, Dupodex, Christ knows. Dupoextant. Dupoextant. I haven't a bleeding clue. It begins with an F, yours does, is it? Okay. Okay, I'll sort of have a look at that then. Because they're all saying it's this new one begins in with D. But you will know more because you have been the one who's been offered it. So, I can't find it. So you're going to have to let me know on that one. How long will it take for you to be giving it then? What's the waiting list? Is it already out then? Is it sort of already available? Is there some people already having it? Yes, yeah. I mean, how often do they do the transplants in Scotland? Then is it quite a, is it a thing that a lot of COPD patients will get offered it, or is it like a criteria you need to meet? How long have you sort of been diagnosed with it, and did you sort of get it from just sort of normal smoking or working in certain sectors, or did you sort of have a drug problem that probably would have sort of added to it? And I bet you can't wait to be able to breathe again. It's horrible, isn't it? Has anybody in your family ever sort of had it? Because my parents sort of died of it. Yes, of course you have to wait for a donor to be a match. I know that, babes. But do they get many people donating sort of lungs? Because I know it's they don't get many per se, do they? Let's have a look at the statistics. Put my spectacles. Was your dad? Well, your dad obviously wasn't offered it, but what was the sort of a reason why he wasn't? Right, so we've cracked in. Right, so we have got right, it says a lung transplant isn't a permanent cure for COPD, but it may help you control your symptoms and live longer. And surgery can be effective means of improving survival. Some research showing that more than half of COPD patients who undergo a lung transplant will survive 5 years. So, I wonder who decides that. Let's have a look who qualifies. Hi. We have a new one. We, is it Trey? Am I pronouncing that right, babe? Trey. I think so. Sorry if I've got it wrong. So, what are you up to today? They're just talking about COPD and lung transplants at the moment. Because David, one of our subscribers, one of our family members, he is going on a waiting list to be offered a lung transplant. So that's really good. And we're just looking it up now, and it says that somebody who is offered this and goes through with it can sort of live maybe an extra 5 years. So that's brilliant. What's a program? Right. Talking about drugs. What's a program called Looking After Jojo? It's about heroin in the 80s, Edinburgh, when the HIV virus came in and stars Robert Carlyle. So is it it's not a true, is it based on a true story? I'm going to write that down now because my memory's crap. So let's write that in the notes department in my good file facts. I feel like a teacher when I'm doing this. Right, let's write it down. It's called Looking After Jojo. That does actually ring a bell, actually. I'm going to have a look at that. So has anybody else seen it? It's a program called Looking After Jojo. It's about heroin in the 80s, and it's set in Edinburgh. So it's not a true story, but it gives you a very good insight, David says. So let's go and check that out when we can. Let's see where it's available. Do you know where we can go and sort of watch it, David? Is it on YouTube or Netflix? Sky? Oh, bloody hell, I've got a chuffing fly in my drink, guys. Oh, bloody hell. I have to take you to the kitchen.
About it. Everyone will want one.
I'm going to have to take you to my kitchen now. And we're going to have to go and get a drink. Because I'm dying for one. Don't think there's any flies in this bit, though. Well, Trey's going to go and have a look. See if he's got it on YouTube. So that's his homework. So, guys, Trey's going to go and check that out for us. So, anything else that we want to talk about? Have you all missed me? Because I've missed all you. but you've all missed me talking crap and hear my radical opinions on things. So we've got 4 people here. So who are they? Come on. Show yourself, guys. Right, I want to know how. Obviously, you guys sort of know that I'm on live because you get a notification. Is that right? I think so. How do other people find me then? I just can't get me around this live. And then somebody told me to do, what was it? Streaming yards. And that is apparently you connect your channel with StreamYards and you can put a link on the chat and people can press on it and join you on the live stream. So does anybody know anything about that? Everybody is someone. There's nobody any better than you are. That is absolutely spot on. We're all equal, no matter what we've done, no matter what we've been, no matter what we think or our opinions are. We're all equal. That is absolutely right, David. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you do. We're all individuals and we're all someone's loved ones. We know we've all sort of got feelings. It's just people deal with things differently, don't they? Oh, Trey's come back now, and he's saying that is it the full program? He's saying that it is on YouTube, guys. David says everybody has a habit. Yes, I've got a habit of everything, I think. Yes, we do though, don't we? Joking aside, everybody's got something that they do a lot of, whether it's cooking, whether it's smoking, whether it's taking drugs or drinking, shopping. Yes, that's everybody has, hasn't they? It's just unfortunate that people, some habits are kind of a bit more socially acceptable, aren't they, than the others. But I mean, who decides? Who says that they're all right to be that way? Right, Trey's come back and said, I'll watch it later. It's over 3 hours long, apparently. Okay. My name is Tree, short for Teresa. Is that right? I'm really bad with names. I'm really bad at sort of... I didn't ever used to be able to spell. And I never did sort of very well at school with the spelling part. Always been the same. And I sort of downloaded and started playing on this word game. Well, I'm bloody brilliant now. So it just shows you that doing something, for a few hours every day, little and often, it just shows that you're never too old. Never, ever too old to learn. David, he says he was an alcoholic and he smoked heavy. He's not smoked for 4 years and he stopped drinking 7 years. And you did it all by yourself. That's absolutely amazing.
Well done, David.
Let's give you a round of applause, David.
Yes.
So, what made you stop and how did you sort of get yourself to that point where you thought, that is it, I've had enough and I'm worth more? You tell me that, David. Because that is absolutely amazing. I bet every day you sort of still after all that time, you still sort of pat yourself on the back. I would if I was you. You ended up in hospital. Was that through the alcohol and all the drugs, or was it just ill health? How long ago was it that you diagnosed with COPD? What did you say, David? I'm sorry if you've got... Oh, so you went in, what, with drink? Was that... What, to like do a detox? Because, I mean, I don't know if it's like this over there, but you can sort of go... Maybe not unless you can walk in, but if you sort of get admitted to hospital and you're alcoholic, they will keep you in and do your detox, which is great, but I think they should do that, with drugs as well. But maybe, obviously, I know it takes a lot more... medication, I guess, and more time. They probably think. I don't. I think they're equally as hard and need as much care as each other. But oh dear, I'm sorry about that. niece and my boyfriend died of drugs a few weeks apart. Was that an overdose? And can I ask how old they are, or is it something you don't sort of? Okay, a heroin overdose. Had they sort of had a break of it and started again, and obviously the tolerance came down, or was it just a bad batch, or they just took too much? You know, they had a tolerance, but obviously they took too much and didn't obviously realise. They were both 40. I mean, that's no age, is it, at all? It's, you know, so much left to do, isn't there? I'm sorry to hear that. Let's have a, you know, you think back and give. Let's think about. Oh, she had three kids. Oh, how old are the kids? And how old are they now? And when was they 18, 12 and 17 when it happened, or that's how old they are now, David? I mean, I always say I lost my mum. I mean, I did a video and put, oh, I'm sorry, they're in care. Do you get to see them? I mean, family is, you know, I don't know some. You don't have to be blood related to be family anyway, do you? You know, but when I lost my mum, and I know I'm 40 now, you still think about him. You know, you still would give anything to sort of, you know, speak to your mum again and your loved ones again, wouldn't you? And your sister gets something week one. That's nice. Obviously, is the 18-year old obviously is out of care now and sort of effectively an adult and sort of can come go as he please from in life. Is that how it sort of works over there? He's got a flat. Do you go and see him then, David? Do you two get on? Oh, bloody hell. How do they sort of deal with it? Excuse me. How do they sort of handle it? Do they talk about it much? Right. Teresa was a drinker, but had a mental health breakdown. I'm very sorry to hear that. I hope, you know, you're all good now. I've never had a breakdown, but I imagine it's very, very, very traumatic and, wow, very hard to get through. Was in hospital for 2 months and put on loads of prescription drugs, and they're worse than any drink, but you can't drink on them. It's quite a bad one, isn't it? Are you sort of still having to use the prescription drugs then? We've got 4 people in, so come on, who are the other 2? Let's say hi. Come and join us. We're talking about our addiction and our experiences. It did start off as me telling you about my visit from the police, but I'll repeat myself later about that because this is a really, really important topic to me. David's just coming about his COPD. He's lost a lot of weight, and he's got muscle wasting. Breathing is bad. I feel you, David. Wow, I do. I had to phone the doctor the other day, and bearing in mind that last time they came out to me, And they even said, you need to go to hospital, Victoria. I chose not to. But anyway, I rang them for some antibiotics. Not for about 7 days ago, 6 days ago, something like that. And they told me they wanted me to go in. I couldn't breathe, And then so I rang the doctor back the next day, and he was quite happy. And so not have to see me to give him, they need to get the policies right, don't they? Right, I can't read that word. I'm not very good at reading still yet. I'm just going to write it down and ask my friend what it says. Because she is better at reading. So, hold that thought. Where's my bloody pen, guys? Let's get a new one. Okay, I'm writing it down now, David, and she will tell me how to pronounce it. Right, how do you pronounce that?
Pneumonia.
Okay, well, pneumonia I thought would be an N. Pneumonia.
It's P.
Okay. So it's a bit like that chameleon situation.
Yes, it is.
Right, I'll tell you all about that soon.
Chameleon.
Pneumonia, yeah, that's quite a bad one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So did you... Hang on. So did you sort of mean you unfortunately once you had the pneumonia you've never got over it fully? Because that happens to a lot of people, doesn't it? Just need to read the next comment from Tree. Teresa, what do you want to be called, darling? Yes, yes, they're still on them after 10 years. Still under the mental health. They've got a support worker. Which is hard to live with. See what? Oh gosh, bloody neck! You like doctors? How'd you get all these bloody words, guys? Right, gonna get my my tutor in. Right, that second one.
CPTSD.
What's that?
I don't know.
Okay, right. Really sorry, you're gonna have to elaborate. We don't know what CP.
Is it critical post-traumatic stress disorder?
Is it some sort of
chronic? Something I would guess.
Is it post-traumatic stress? Something like that, babes. I imagine if it is, it's very hard to live with it. Can you tell us a bit about that? Because I know nothing about that at all. Right, let's just back up a minute. We have somebody new, but we'll get to you. I promise. Don't go anywhere. So you had therapy for 4 years, and it saved your life, and you learned a lot about yourself. That's good. I mean, not everyone sort of gets that opportunity, do they? And if they do, they don't always get what they should be getting out of it. And I think just because somebody's qualified to sort of to get you through something doesn't mean you're going to get on and you're going to click and that's going to work. So it's really good that you sort of got on and it worked, because it's about making it work, isn't it? But there isn't enough help out there, and people are unfortunately on sort of waiting list. But then you've got to look at where a lot of people are needing longer in therapy, aren't they, than what sort of people sort of anticipate, I think, as well. That's sort of, I don't know, why do you think it takes so long to sort of get the help you need? David says it's the hardest thing to stop, and it's worse than drugs. He got told drink. Right. Somebody wants to know. Oh, why has everybody got really hard names for me to pronounce today? And we're going to call you Finn. Hi. I don't know if it's you that's just dropped out, because we did have 6. We've only got 5 now. But you want to know what my Facebook page is? My Facebook page is Victoria Flying High, Living Low. And yes, it's a form of post-traumatic stress disorder. It's like, oh no, again, it's called, oh dear, hang on. Let me put my spectacles on, guys. Bloody hell. Right. Oh, don't go off the bloody screen yet. Right, okay. It is complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And it's like traumatic stress, but it's loads of traumatic events. Okay. So is it sort of like not just one thing that triggers it? Is it quite a lot? I really don't know anything about it. I mean, the only sort of thing that I kind of loosely know, very vaguely know, I know a lot of, is it like ex-soldiers and military people kind of get it, suffer with it, don't they? But that's what, I mean, anybody can, anybody who's been through a traumatic event in their life, obviously, can suffer with it. But yeah, that's kind of only really what I know about it. Is there medication for it, and does it work? And would you say, it's not just a case of taking some medication, you've got to work with, and speak to somebody. And do certain little different things, they sort of trigger it off, is that right? I mean, because I used to have a customer who he was in the military and he'd left, and not sure what job he did now, but he drove a big white van. And as you've heard me speak on my videos, I live in like a high-rise flat, and I'm on the top floor, so you're kind of gonna, unless you're overly bloody fit, you're gonna have to get in a lift. And at first he didn't feel, comfortable coming into high-rise flat. He said that would maybe start his traumatic stress off. But now we kind of know each other. He has been in, but I imagine, and he said really it was because he's somewhere where he doesn't know where the escape route is. Basically, he doesn't know how to get out. But yeah, I mean, the brain's very, very powerful thing, isn't it? Yes, you're on a new drug. Oh God, paroxetine. Let's call it paro. And it helps with flashbacks and nightmares. So, is it sort of quite known to cause sort of nightmares then? Can you sort of just be out shopping, going to buy your daily paper, and you could have a flashback? Do these tablets sort of stop that? How do they work? Do they block your memory? It's very, wow, this is very interesting. I'm going to have to Google all this later. Because again, it's all down to the brain, isn't it? The brain is so powerful. People do not, people underestimate it, I think. They really do. Hi, Kenneth. He's saying, hello, Warrior Queen. Hope you're well and coping. Oh, I'm always bloody coping. Don't know about well. Especially now I'm my old next door neighbours, Kenneth, bloody hell. I had police round on Sunday. Oh, thank you. She says, I'm doing great on my page. We all need someone to listen to. Well, bloody hell. Need to listen to me. That makes me feel good. I bet you listen to it volume down and just listen to me accents.
That's nice.
Look like one of them, what are they? Sign. Deaf people have them, don't they? On bottom of Coronation Street and that. But no, thank you, darling. I see you all as you're all big family. You're not just subscribers, we're family now, aren't we? And we lost one, but she's still there, still subscribed. But she went to Newhall Prison. So we need to spare a thought for her. Get us plasters on like Nelly. Right, right, Mog. I'm calling you Mog. Is that okay? Do you mind? Did I look up the StreamYard? So I said earlier that somebody had, a subscriber had been talking before I came live, And they, when I read out in my little school teacher book, well, he's joined us now. And he was the one who told me about StreamYards. I still don't know. I looked it up, but then I realised it was past, so I thought, oh, bloody hell. I can't be late. I'm going to be late for my own bloody funeral. I better not be late for this live. So I am going to look it up a bit further. But what I want to know, how are people finding me? How are people who are not subscribed find live? I don't understand. Come on, teach me. Let me just go back to the channel, to the things. Have I missed any? Oh, I missed one. You said Vicky's Tribe. Yeah, that's what we'll be called. That's what we will be called. I like that one. We have a new name, guys, and we're going to be called Vicky's Tribe.
Nice.
Cool. So, Mogs, go and get me all the information, or tell us all now. Anybody else? We've got 7 people in now. Anybody else know about this StreamYards? I think I'm going to have to get somebody who can come and help me, to be honest. Is anybody up for coming and helping me? Does anybody live near me that can help me understand this bloody live? If you do, let me know. Because I'm stuck. Miles is asleep. Got a little bit of an issue. I will tell you all about that in a minute.
Bully boy.
No, he's not. He's part of the cartel. Trying to find a cigarette. Oh, I've got one here. We'll put that back in there. We're not doing anything wrong at the minute. So I'll turn you back. We'll get Miles on. I'll show you Miles. So, what do we all have planned? What have I got to tell you all? I have a new job. I put my flat forward to be in a TV show. What else have I done? I've done the obvious. Don't really like to say, but I don't want to lie to anybody. What else have we done? Let me think. I've been logging on doing my new job. My new job is, the phone lines, the adult chat lines. Been doing those. Well, I'm sort of just sat here. What else? Doing a bit of cooking tonight. What are we having tonight? I haven't decided what I'm going to eat tonight. I answered the ad again. Like I said, I had to send some pictures about my high-rise flat because somebody's looking for some location to shoot from. So watch this space, guys. If I don't get famous, my bloody flat will. Been watching loads and loads of documentaries. I went on to Facebook. I feel like such a bloody hypocrite where Facebook's gone there. But I don't like Facebook, really. I mean, only for, people sort of hide behind the computer, don't they, and bully people and things like that. But I'm sort of kind of getting used.
Or tag people.
Yeah, I'll tag people. So, I didn't really go on it, sort of look at, join sort of documentaries and things like that. But all of you could go on, come and add me, come and find me. It's Victoria, flying high, living low. You can't miss my picture. It's the same one. It's the Bernardo's advert campaign that was years ago that they took down rather early because they didn't think it was right that they should be having a baby with a tourniquet injecting heroin. But I think dramatic things like that need to be shown, to be honest. What about you guys? Sort of what's your thoughts on things like that? Do you think we should be showing sort of dramatic, hard-hitting adverts rather than adverts for Dove deodorant and things like that? Because I was watching, what I'm actually referring to is there's a some footage. I think it's for an animal charity anyway. And it's in China, where they're really horrible in China, aren't they? I think it's because they're only allowed one fucking child and they've got nobody to take their anger out on. But they literally skin these dogs alive. It's absolutely disgusting. It's so moving. It's so, it's horrible. And you can see that the dog is going on a pile like that, and it opens its eyes and it looks right at the camera. And I think that should be shown during Coronation Street, because people need to know it's happening out there, to be able to do something about it, to be able to change something. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think it should be just swept under the rug, or do you think we should have sort of more, more like, wow, is that really happening? What do you guys think? Do you want to see Miles, anybody? Tell me when you want to see Miles. Miles at the minute is in a very, very bad mood. He's really going for Elvis at the minute.
He's a grumpy old man.
I think he's just getting a little bit old. Come here, Miles. Miles. Oh, he's asleep. Come on, Miles. Come on, then. He's coming, guys. Come on. Come on, then. Come and say hi. Say hi, Miles. Yeah. Oh. Hang on, guys. Yep, that's me, Miles. Say hi, Miles. Oh, he's tired, Miles is. What's that, Miles? Yeah, okay. He says hi. Has anybody got any dog toothpaste by any chance? Because he's just bloody opened his mouth and gassed me. Oh, this bloody box. Has anybody got this, is it like Sky Stream? My bloody box just keeps coming on and off. I think I must have got it set somehow. So, I'm going to take Miles and Elvis out for a walk now. They need to go when it's not raining. So, unless anybody wants to have a little chat, then we'll stay on. We've got 6 people in the room. Come on. Who are you? Say hi. Say hi, Miles. Say hi to the 5 people we've got left. And we're going to go and say, oh, he's tired. Look at Miles, he's tired. You all want to thank yourself. Look, you're sat behind the screen because this dog has got the worst breath in the whole bloody world.
It will kill you, literally.
Thank you, darling. He's got very bad teeth. I'm trying to sort of look at him. They're a bit goofy. He's not happy bunny with his teeth. So, guys, keep an eye out later. I've got a bit of an appeal to do from the Facebook group called the Criminology Sisters, I believe it's called. On the girl who I did a video on, and as you know, as you've seen and witnessed, I'm very bad with names. Her name was Carmel French, was it? Fenwick, sorry, and I said French, so I do apologise. They just asked me to ask you a few more questions if anybody knows some, so I'll do that later and hop it up. It's only just going to be a really short one. It's just sort of, they want to know a few things. So thanks for sticking around, guys, for those who stuck around to the end. And I'll do like a proper upload, and I'll tell you about my weekend and tell you a bit in a bit more detail about my police visit. So I love you all, and I'll see you later.